Hello, hello. I think we are streaming. Yay. Unfortunately, it is giving me an error for Facebook, but basically, okay, Bubba. Garfield. Garfield. Shh. Okay. Hello, hello, my beautiful friends. OMG, it has been like a crazy week already. I tried to stream this live on my YouTube channel, but I got an error. So just another reason why you should be joining or inviting people to join in the free Facebook. If you happen to be watching this on the replay when I get it up on YouTube, the link for the private Facebook group where I'm actually streaming live will be in there. But what did I want to show you? Garfield. Shh. Inside voice, Baba. I wanted to show you something crazy. So, I have two podcasts actually, and my traditional process to just put content out really quick to essentially promote my podcast is to use a free software called Headliner, who essentially connects to my podcast through an RSS feed. And if you don't know, I'm talking like alien language, just stay with me. Essentially, it's just a way for this one software to scan this other software. And anytime new content gets posted, it recognizes it. And then what it does is that it uses its AI geniusness and essentially gives me 10 clips of the audio. And there's not a lot I could do with how it gives me the asset. I picked what would feel like worked the best. Would I want to tweak it? Yes, but I don't want to pay for the service. So I just use the free one because I don't really post more than, yeah, I think you get 10 free videos using this software. And I'm going to go over it really quick in a minute. And so there's a new app that I just found out for specifically creating reels that are more engaging, especially as I'm doing more head talking. Let me show you. You guys are going to be mind blown. I just did this on my phone while attending a 3-day summit that I'm on the day for. So this is Headliner, and I'm showing you guys on my phone. Headliner essentially gives you assets. And again, this is where that RSS feed, these are all of the um, clips that it's giving me. So I chose this one. No, this one. Hopefully you can hear it.
And now, the old me,
Okay.
1000% probably would have never done
Probably
it
should put
because I would have got
my
into
earbud
this
in so I can
old
hear.
version of me being in comparison and
I'm gonna
not wanting to put myself in a position where I was promoting somebody who was doing basically the same thing I was doing.
okay. So
But
I essentially took this, I downloaded it. So it is in now. I'm showing you like this entire process, you guys. So I downloaded it to my thing. You see it here. Okay. So now it's in my photos.
1000% probably would have never done it
Normally, I would have
because I
just
would have,
shared it directly to my Instagram from
I
here
was
because you
doing.
can share it to your Facebook, you can share it to
But
your Instagram. And normally I would
yes,
have just went
we
like
do
this.
do
It tells
similar
me
work.
yes, it's preparing it, and it would have just went like this, and it gives me the story to do one or the other. I'm going to
And
just share it to my
now,
stories,
the
and
old
this is what
me,
it looks like. And normally
thousand
when I do
percent
this,
probably
I
would have
just
never
kind of
done it
go here,
because I would have
I
got
add the
into this
link,
old version of me.
and I got to go through some stuff to essentially go to, usually I'll go to my Apple podcast, just giving you guys like a full tutorial of like how I would normally promote my own stuff. There it is. Copy the link, put it
Being in
here,
comparison
like just so
and
you guys can
not
see.
wanting
Very,
to put
I don't do
myself in a
nothing
position
fancy.
where I was
And then I just
promoting
put
somebody who
listen.
was doing basically
And I
the
usually
same
try to
thing I
use an
was doing.
emoji to
But
full episode
yes, we
here.
do similar
Nothing
work,
fancy, you
Alicia and
guys.
I.
And I put
But
that
I
like
have
down here.
stepped into
Okay.
2026.
And then I just post it to my stories. Boom, done. Okay. But because I did it to my stories, I gotta wait. Make sure that you gotta wait till it uploads. And so while it's doing that, just to make sure that I don't get out of it, because if I
And
get leave the screen,
now,
so there you go,
the
it's
old
there.
me,
It's finishing the uploading. You see
1000%
that at the
probably
very
would have
bottom.
never done it
If you've ever had
because
the
I would have
problem where
got
it gives you
into
that
this
error, it's
old
because you
version
went
of
off
me
of
being in
the actual media
comparison
before it fully goes.
and not wanting to put myself in
Take
a
some sip
position
of
where
my
I
coffee.
was.
You can go do other stuff usually. So just so you guys know, this is the time where I go and start giving love to people that I really like. So like this is one of my students, and I need focus yoga for my shoulders. So we talk about it in my monthly content club. That's part of the Alchemized Content Method, where if you're not getting engagement on your stuff, it's probably because you're being a little selfish with your energy, and you need to comment and engage with other people. Um, I'm just like I love this, but like strong fire, just giving people some love, okay? What I did was I found this new thing called Captions. It's a new app. I got in, I think, on like $11. I think I pulled my hair like a little too tight. And I think it's normally, it's not cheap. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not really sure what I'm paying for, is the other thing. But what it does is that you can import a video, and now it needs to be just one video. So it can't be like, you can't clip multiple videos in this. Like if you're used to using CapCut or something. And so what I did was I just clicked on this.
And now,
It lets
the
you
old
edit
me,
it, trim it if you don't want to
1000%
have it make
probably
the
would have
reel
never
on the
done it
entire thing. Like,
because
let's
I
just
would
say
have
you
got
did a
into
head
this
talking
old
video
version of
of, I
me
don't
being
know,
in
like 10
comparison
minutes, and you only
and
wanted to do the
not
clip
wanting
for one
to
of the
put
minutes, then
myself
you
in a
can
position
adjust
where
it
I
here
was
before you continue.
promoting
Then
somebody.
you can continue and you'll import it, and then it'll tell you you could do manuals, and that's perfect if you just need to add like pretty captions, or you go to AI edit. And so it gives you a custom color, and these are all the different
Parallel play
types that
isn't
it
just for
gives you.
kids. It
It
works
gives
for
you like a
adults too.
little,
Sit next to someone and just do your own thing. No small
preview
talk.
of what it would look like.
We're taught that
They
progress
are
means doing more, pushing
powerful.
harder, but what if it's about slowing down
And
and
you just kind of
noticing
pick the
more?
one
That shift?
works
It's
for
about
you.
balance, not just sacrifice.
Now, a lot of
You
you
need to
got
grind,
iPhones,
but make time for yourself. Life's a
okay.
marathon.
You
Struggling
guys
to organize
probably
your
have
thoughts?
seen me use
Start
that
with a mind
one.
map, but don't overthink it. The best way to begin is simple. Write your main idea dead
Okay.
center.
So anyways,
Struggling to
there's a bunch
organize your
of
thoughts?
these,
Start with a mind map, but
and I
don't
essentially
overthink it.
chose
The best way to begin is
this
simple.
one, this first one, okay?
Parallel play.
Before I show you the actual full result, I want to show you the process that it goes through. I don't need to unmute it. So what I then did was, when it creates it for you, it gives it to you in a preview, just like you would see it normally, like on Instagram or anything like that. I decided to play with the oh, there it goes. I decided to play, it has an AI built-in feature where you can actually vibe code the entire video. So originally I had all white women in the video, and I asked it, can you change it so that the women are BIPOC? And then it changed all of them. And then I was like, well, if it could do that, I wonder if it could. Said, okay, great. But they were all women in like business suits and in offices. And I'm like, well, that's not really who I am trying to talk to or who I am. I don't wear suits. I wear yoga outfits and dresses and like, jeans and shirts with flip flops. So then I asked it, can you re-edit it, add Latin women into the mix, and make it for holistic wellness audience? And so then it started to go through and replace the images that it had originally chosen with these. And as I'm watching this, y'all, I am mind blown. Look as it is generating, replacing the scenes. Like at first, it looked through the entire feed. Granted, it's only less than 60 seconds. And then it identified every scene that there was a woman in it, and then went through and regenerated an AI image specifically for women wellness. And I didn't know what it would do in terms of, I was like, if I give it wellness, will it give me like doctor's offices and stuff? And I was like, that's not the wellness that I'm looking for. So I made sure that I chose the keyword holistic wellness, and it is doing it bang. So I'm going to just, because this is kind of a long, you'll see it continues. It goes one by one. It's showing me replacing the images. And I'm like, I cannot wait for this thing. So now this is it. Okay. Are you guys ready for this magic? Look at this.
The old
This
me,
is my voiceover.
1000% probably would have never done it, because I would have got into this old version of me being in comparison and not wanting to put myself in a position where I was promoting somebody who was doing basically the same thing I was doing. But yes, we do similar work, Alicia and I. But I have stepped into 2026 in this choosing to build my business and live my life in a space of abundance. And as a practice, not just a slogan for my business and what I'm going to say on social. And so I felt very confident. They're like, no, I want to do this. I'm not really in the space of teaching because I've been present with my family. And now, the old me, 1000% probably would have never done it, because I would have got into this old version of me being in comparison and not wanting to put myself in a position where I was promoting somebody who was doing basically the same thing I was doing. But yes,
I
we
just
do.
realized that it recycled because I got distracted. Do you guys remember? I literally
And
went from
now,
this.
the old me,
It's okay. You know, it's got like
1000%
some
probably
things.
would
There's
have
no
never done
captions.
it,
So somebody would actually
because
have
I
to
would have
listen.
got
How do we
into
consume
this old
content right
version
now?
of
Not by
me being in
listening,
comparison
but we actually read the captions.
and
Most of us are doing
not
it,
wanting
scrolling
to
and
put
stuff through
myself in a
work, through
position where
breaks,
I was
naps when we
promoting
can't be
somebody
listening.
who
And
was
so we would just
doing
read the
basically the same
captions.
thing I was
I
doing.
literally went from that to
And
this.
now,
How
the old
much
me,
more engaging,
1000%
powerful
probably would
it
have never
is.
done it,
I didn't do
because I would have
anything.
got
All
into
I gave
this
it was
old version
literally
of me.
this file. It
And
literally
now,
transcribed
the
the
old me,
entire clip. And that's
1000%
not the
probably.
best part. The best part, let me see if I can get it back, is that once I did that and I exported it,
And now,
okay,
the old me,
it will export it to your camera roll so you can then share it. I use high level, so I would just put it into my social manager on my phone, y'all, and then cross promote it on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. All four of them. I can create custom prompts using my custom GPTs that are specific for social media marketing, and create captions for all the individual platforms so that it's not the same caption over and over again. Because I know for Instagram, I would not say link, I would say link in bio or have them comment a trigger word. For my Facebook, I would tell them to go check my first comments. For LinkedIn, I would tell them to check my first comments, and it would be more professional. For TikTok, I could have them do the same thing, go to my Instagram, or, check my profile or whatever, or something else. Look at this. It gives me my title, which could be used as a hook. It gives me the description. I talk about how I evolved my old mindset of comparison and competition to embracing abundance. In I discuss abundance. So some of it's not great. I should have checked it before I posted it. I discuss how I now comfortable promoting. So yeah, I need to look at the prompt, but it's pretty good. You can copy this, and then I could literally go into my custom GPT. I have one already for all of my promotional stuff for Empower Her Wave January. And I could be like, improve this and make a caption for IG. Paste what I got, and boom. Give it. Absolutely. Here's a polished, grounded Instagram caption. The old version of me would have never done this. She would have sipped. So this is way better. I would have copied all of this. And what can I do now? I can go to, so just because you're like, damn, I already posted it. Hey, that's what an edit button is for y'all. We have 4 people watch this. Cool. Edit it. I would have went up here. I was in a hurry. I was like, oh, I gotta go. I'm in the middle of this summit. And then I just go through this. I like to replace with that. This. I could do it like that. This. I like to choose emojis for the M dashes. Life. I'm not overthinking this, you guys. Crazy simple. I already had my things done. Perfect. It does not have to be hard. Now, the only thing I know, and now it's there. And look, I already have 4 more. I can share it to my stories. I could have taken the extra time and put an actual caption in the stories with the actual link, because in the stories in Instagram, you are 1000% allowed to do it. Now, what I do know is that most likely I need to fix the caption in my business profile because of the fact that it auto shares from Instagram. And when you make edits, you just need to know that it will not automatically. So, like, it's here.
Would have never done it because I would have got into this old version of me being in comparison. And
there we go. And again, ooh. Or I could do the other way, I guess. Okay, and just paste it from there. Oh, I love it, my love. And then I usually just take the first line and use that as my, y'all, I'm giving you all my insider secrets, which is totally cool. Okay, and that's it.
comparison and not wanting to put myself in a position where I was promoting somebody who was doing basically the same thing I was doing.
Because at the end of the day, I know that we are all looking for good ways to essentially create content, make it faster, and have more time to do stuff. So now I can leave. I can go do what we plan to do. Go see my husband fishing, or go to the zoo like we wanted to. Go see if this summit is ending so that I can like be okay with walking away and get all the nuggets that I need to. But crazy easy. And what am I gonna do now? 1000% gonna go back into the old ones that I still have probably on my phone and upload it into Captions and do the same thing I just did and re-promote all of my old podcast episodes that are like have evergreen content. And moving forward, I now have a new system, and I can literally take this entire video that I just created, 1000% make a checklist for myself. So now I can do it, add it as my SOPs. If I ever hire somebody, they can easily do this after the podcast has been created. what? I am like, holy moly's, definitely wanted to share this in here. Let me know what you guys think. If you're going to use it, if you use captions, tell me what your thought process is. How did you feel about it? And it's going to be game changing for me. What I don't know is that I have a 500 with like the lowest basic plan that I could get, and it hasn't taken any of them away. So what I'm thinking that the tokens come into play is when I'm actually trying to create an AI clone of myself so that I'm not actually even in there and I'm just giving it my voice and then it's doing all the rest of it. I don't actually know, but because you can create an AI twin. So I'm like, I don't have no idea, but I'm going to play with it. And if I find more things that I feel like would be helpful and you guys would use, I will let you guys know. As always, continue to be you, continue to be beautiful, continue leading from your heart, and I will catch you in another episode.